welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. One of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room is, this is our time to shine at home. They have been so terrific in the SEC this season, right in the middle of that conference race. But he said, I want our home fans to make it difficult on our opponents. That means they've got to be cheering early and often. That means we've got to get off to a great start here on the opening drive. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeps it moving. It's Edwards. Pass to 6. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
7, Miami 0. Number 38, sets to kick this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down. That'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, That's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Reed. Left side, it's Riley. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's Reed to throw. Out wide right, it's Edwards. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Reed. Look out. Being chased. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quarterback changing the play. Back to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Bang, bang, bang. Break. Step.
On the gun, on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered.
Ninja, ninja. Loose, but hard.
Again, it's Reed. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the wide receiver. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
Yeah, and that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Mensah. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play at it.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Catch inside the 25. All by himself down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Deep in the end zone, it's Edwards. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Edwards. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On the run, it's Edwards. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback signaling to his guy. In the gun, third down, Reed. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now remember, they were stopped on 4th down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. Reed to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Mensah to throw. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football and you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
2nd and long here. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Throwing Mensah. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of...
Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
From the gun on third down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you get so excited with those third down stops, and you throw the fist in the air, right, forcing the fourth down. But you got to stay on your P's and Q's with this offense because they've already shown you that they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll be aggressive. And they're already losing in this football game, so I don't expect for them to get more conservative.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Stay up, stay up. Stay little, stay little.
Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. And down he goes. A sack on fourth down, and the defense gets the football back.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Straight ahead, it's Pringle. There he goes. Vince headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground so far, and he looks to be well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Trying to squeak through the pile. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Reed comes down. It's Craver. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's changing the play. Here's Reed to throw. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moving out to the right. Fires it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Caught on the RPO. Spinderella. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They're all over it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Lofton. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Driving forward, it's Pringle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, it's Pringle. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
From deep, it's Bussey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Riley. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, David.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Mensah. Right side, it's Pringle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Snap to the back. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Miami! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he makes the extra point.
35, Texas A&M, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with the Texas State Bobcats taking on the number 10 team, the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's Kentucky on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. A quick pass to the left. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. Here's Mensah to throw. It's complete on the right side. Quick spin on the run. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Turns into the pile. Across the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Texas A&M, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Edwards. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Making the adjustment. Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Keeping his eyes downfield. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Out wide left, it's Morrow. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo. Reed. Stepping to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Edwards. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Reed to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Lets it fly deep downfield.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. Moving the pocket, it's Reed. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
Number 38, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Pringle. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Bring it on.
Keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Sells to fake. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Move.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Canes send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing Reed. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Horton. Got room at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Reed. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Reed to the air again. Left side, it's Edwards. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Again, it's Reed. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Long way to go on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Running inside, it's Pringle. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Throwing, Mensah. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Hits inside, it's Pringle. Runs through the tackle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Might as well give it to him again.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Lofton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
He uncorks one deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fourth down, Reed. On the move. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Mensah throws to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Texas A&M. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Mensah to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. This one's complete. Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Tells to run, wants to pass. Rolls right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the run, it's Edwards. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
2nd